We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Block now on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You're not ready. Check 13. Check 13.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep is Tavon Austin. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Bang, bang, bang. Back and reload.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Block on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Locke. It's caught by OBJ. Touchdown, Broncos. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, Brady. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Safety creep. Hey, watch this, watch this. Let's go on. No,
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Brady going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Browns have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Gordon on first down. That's strong running. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tony Field that time in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw it is Locke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Locke. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go. Joker.
Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, Locke eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percent.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Man, I got you.
Now Brady. Open man here, Schwartz complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, 16.
On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Funk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You don't want none. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Alert. 31's the mic. Exit.
Now Brady. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
My game. Hey, here we go. Alert flare.
They look to throw. It's Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Kill.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Locke. Rager catches it left side.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Here's Locke to throw. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. 31's the mic. Stop your whining. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Broncos.
Mike 29. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 26, check 26. Check, check, check.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Block now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Javonte Williams out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down. Now Locke. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Chubb on the counter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did. for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down now, Funk. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Switch. Watch twist. Share. Rip.
Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3.
Throwing now is Locke. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Austin. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Clock now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Block going to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 8-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Back to throw. Lock. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They'll go left
the ground with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. Catch is made by Hardman. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 29. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Out. 3 down. Out. 29 is Mike 29.
Throwing again. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
From the gun, it's Lock.
Give me some.
Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Lock looks to throw it again. Flushed out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right.
Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Going for it all.
And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just a yard to go here on second down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 87 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Ringo. Watch the pass. Back. Check hot route.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Let's bring it. Hatchet. Whip. Watch the whip. Shadow. Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
4 down. Alert. Hey, check 24. Hey, 66.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's Locke. And that's caught by Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Mike 29. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
Now Locke.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
29, Alpha. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.